Brian Kane, publisher of Bioprocess International. And I'm sitting here at the Bioprocess European Conference in Vienna. And I'm sitting with Angela Tuckowski, associate scientist from Janssen Pharmaceuticals. So Angela, tell us a little bit more about your cell line work.
Sure. So as you said, I'm an associate scientist at Janssen Pharmaceuticals, right outside of Philadelphia. I work in the cell line development group, and basically our main focus is to produce cell lines that secrete protein with product quality attributes that are desirable.
So there are many seeding technologies, out on the market today, and Janssen chose Solentim's VIPS program. Can you tell us a little bit more why?
Sure. So the VIPS stands for Verified In-Situ Plate Seeding Instrument. We evaluated quite a few seeding instruments and also sorting instruments as well. Our main reason for that was we want proof of monoclonality. That's a huge aspect in cell line development. And the reason why we chose the VIPS is, one, it gives us that absolute proof of monoclonality with an image of a cell in the well. As opposed to what we had currently with the clone picks, we had an image of a colony that may or may not have come from a single cell. And there are other technologies that show a cell on the way to the well as opposed to actually in the well. So that's why we chose that. In addition to that, the VIPS is also very gentle on the cells, so we're getting great outgrowth rates, viability, and titer from using the VIPS as well.
And from a reliability standpoint, how have you found the VIPS program as far as seeding is concerned?
Yeah, so there are basically two aspects to that. One is your starting cell density, and also how well the VIPS is able to actually detect the cell in the well. So we found that anywhere from 8,000 to 15,000 cells per mil is your starting density. You'll get from 75 to 85 wells of the plate with a single cell in the well. Additionally, we did a lot of validation testing. So seeding 50 plates on the VIPS and then comparing those analyses to a plate imaging analyses to determine how accurate the VIPS was at actually detecting a cell in the well. We found that above 97, 98% accurate of actually finding a cell in the well.
And the VIPS program replaced an existing technology. So what were some of the conditions or the factors that led to your decision?
Yep, so previously we didn't have that proof of monoclonality. We only had a high probability. And to increase that high probability of monoclonality, we were forced to subclone, which meant that our timelines were a lot longer. We couldn't shorten them. In addition, with our old process, our reagents were quite costly and we weren't animal component free. So we had, several reasons why we wanted to switch. And now with the VIPS, we've been able to check off all of those things from our wish list.
Great. And you maintain multiple VIPS systems. Can you tell us why?
Yeah. So we have 2 installed right now and we've just ordered our 3rd one. First, we always have multiple projects going on at the same time. And within those projects, we have multiple molecules. And then we have about 14 people in the lab at the same time who all need to use the VIPS to seed. So we need 3 VIPS instruments in order to maintain our busyness in the lab and also for higher throughput.
Gotcha. And with multiple programs and systems in place, maintenance and ease of implementation is important. So tell us how that's gone for you.
Yeah, it's been very smooth. So the installation process takes a couple of days and then training takes a couple of more days. But after 2 to 3 runs that the scientist does, you're able to run the instrument independently on your own. And in the last few months, I've been able to train all of the other 14 scientists in the lab who can now use it by themselves perfectly fine. It's easy to maintain. Besides cleaning the reservoir and the nozzle every day before and after the runs, everything else, it's basically self-sustainable. So, for other instruments, maybe you need to refocus it every single day before a run, whereas the focus is set upon installation and then you don't have to touch it after that.
Great. Well, thank you very much. We appreciate your time.
Thank
Nice
you.
seeing you.
Nice to see you too.
Okay.